What is up, Wealthy Wallet crew? This is Shauna, aka Mrs. Wealthy Wallet, coming to you for another week, and my camera lens has got a little smudge on it and it's bothering me. It is another week past. I am not much better. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and cough now, so pardon this edit. I actually wound up with bronchitis, guys. So I told you my coworker decided to cough on me. That cough turned into bronchitis, which it usually does, ergo why they say I need to live in a plastic bubble. And yeah, so I got sicker and could not go to work on Monday and Tuesday. I don't know which way this hair is supposed to go. My hairdresser does this thing where she barrel rolls my hair because the weather is bad, so I'm just trying to get the barrels to roll the ways they're supposed to roll. I went to my niece's competition today. I also went to my mom's choir rehearsal. I went to out to eat with my mom, so I might be a little sicker. And I probably am going to record what I'm doing tomorrow, which is a volunteer project, and throw that in here. My best friend brought it to my attention, so a group of us are going to go and pack packages for mothers with newborns and things like that from the church. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. I am trying to get my planner notes and everything. Y'all know this is my planner notebook. My actual planner is over there, and what I do is I franken plan the notebook. So I took out the first month, which is January of 2019, so I could get started on planning for 2019 as well as work on what I want to do. So this is the first page. I got the Maker's book, Maker's Gonna Make, no, the Miss Maker book, which was virtually impossible to find. My coworker actually found it for me, which I'm eternally grateful to her for. And I've just been working in there. I've been trying to figure out the Christmas budget and how I'm going to make it work, which I just figured out like in the middle of the night, like 4 o'clock this morning. I realized what I was going to do. So I've got my Christmas budget, y'all. You have to understand, I've got things going on. The budget will survive, and we're going to leave Christmas with, knock on wood, no debt. So anywho, the week I got below $30,000, guys, in student loan debt. So my student loans are respectively like $14,000 a piece. I call them mine, but they're not mine. You all, if you have been following me from Go, you know the debt that I'm paying off is my husband's student loan. He went to DeVry, and DeVry, as you all may have seen or not seen in the news, was super expensive for no reason. So when I got a hold of the debt, it was somewhere in the 80s from being capitalized on interest and things like that. So I was able to basically create a payment plan, get everything back on track, finally pay off that it was like $12,000 or $13,000 in capitalized interest that we had on top of the actual student loan. So once we got it down, I started knocking it down from like 80 to 60 to 40 to 30 to now into the 20s, y'all. So I've got the student loan into the 20s. Like I said, it's very slow motion, guys. It doesn't move fast because I'm hitting it every day with a set amount, and it goes as it goes, you know. So I just leave it alone and let it do what it's going to do. I'm going to turn everything off probably the weekend of New Year's and completely revamp the entire budget. I'm going to go through YNAB, create a brand new budget to start off the new year, so we won't be rolling into 2019 with the old budget. So the thing about YNAB, the day that you started is the day that it picks up the information. So I'm going to try to make sure that New Year's Day I have like sit down, because we usually don't do anything on New Year's Day anyway, that I sit down with the budget, redo the entire budget, and then just go forward from there. So whatever money is in the account set for X, Y, or Z, I'll transfer it over from the old budget, put it into the new budget, and just rock and roll from there. I finally got YNAB to the point that I can keep up with it, guys. I had to work with it for a couple years before I got to that point. Most people can pick it up pretty quickly, It took me a while to get it straight, and the thing was, in order to get YNAB to work for me the way that it works for most people, I had to do it on my phone, and I don't know where that block comes from between my phone and the computer. But having it on my phone made it so much easier for me to niche down and focus on it, and I'm able to balance back to zero every single time. For those of you all who don't know what YNAB is, it's called youneedabudget.com. I keep a link in my description box below if you all want to check it out. It is a paid yearly subscription service, but it brings all of your checking accounts, saving accounts, credit cards. It can, to some degree, track your investments, but it doesn't exactly follow the market or your specific investments. I will let you all know that. It'll just let you know that, hey, you made a contribution on this day and this is around what your budget should be. And the student loans, it doesn't track your true payments to your student loans or any other liabilities. I have to admit that. So every now and then I have to go back in and add back all of the interest that I paid. So that is a bit manual, but the credit cards are very straightforward. It will throw the finance charges in if you have finance charges on your credit card and so on and so forth. But I just like this little piece of software. I have a feeling that if I had gotten to every dollar before I got to YNAB, that I would probably be saying the same thing about every dollar. And I have a feeling that if I did it in Mint, the proper way that Mint is supposed to be used, because Mint is basically owned by the same people who do Quicken. So I used to use Quicken. So if I had gotten to Mint and used it the same way I used Quicken, I think I would like that one the same. But it just so happened that I got to YNAB. I went through all their training classes because they have free training that they offer like every freaking day of the week. I listened to his book. As a matter of fact, I just finished Jesse Meekum's book yesterday, as a matter of fact, because yesterday was Friday. And which makes me love it even more. It's kind of like the cult following, kind of like, you know, people love Apple products or people love Android products. And so I feel like YNAB is kind of like that other cult following in kind of that aspect. You love YNAB because of it came from a person who was trying to achieve the financial independence journey, trying to get their budget under control, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like why I think I love it so much. But yeah, so I'm going to redo my YNAB. And I'm going to create a new budget for 2019 and see what all I can do. I got a lot of ideas in my head from listening to different things like Jamila Safrant's show, Journey to Lunch. I've got the idea of setting aside a car repair fund, you know, and the amounts to set aside. So I've always had a car repair fund, but I never knew what to put in it. And just listening to her, I was like, oh, boom, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to consolidate some of my savings account. I'm going to get rid of my personal savings account, and I'm probably going to up my contributions to my Betterment account and think of a new challenge for 2019, because my 2018 challenge, I failed at that one, bummed at it completely. And then, but the one for Christmas, I passed that one. So I have the Christmas challenge. I think it was supposed to be $1,650, and I have like $1,700 or $1,800 in there. I think it's $1,700 and some change in the Christmas fund. Did not touch it at all this year, guys. I'm so proud of myself. And then my travel fund is growing. So yeah, so I'm going to be changing some of those because, you know, your budget's a living, breathing thing, kind of like you. You don't always want to do the same thing constantly, day in and day out. You do change every now and then. So I'm going to give myself a chance to change in the new year as far as the budget goes. But yeah, guys, I went through this whole spiel of why I love YNAB and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to continue to use this planner and plan out everything, try to get everything out of my head before the new year. Make sure that we make it through Christmas with, knock on wood, no Christmas debt. And then just keep on trucking in the new year and start ticking off things that we need to do. I got my board over here that I just looked at by accident. And one of the things I have on there is a repair fund, Christmas fund, and like I told you, car fund, of course, is going to be in there. Which is basically the repair fund. That's the car repair fund. I need a house repair fund, come to think of it. And that'll just be, I'll put that in the emergency fund. Guys, when I do this, I'm trying not to make it very complicated. YNAB allows you to have subcategories within main categories. So I will have my savings account, and it'll be designated to say like the emergency fund, and I will break it out from there. So it'll be like this amount of dollars will go to car repair, this amount of dollars will go to house repair, so on and so forth. Because I want to kind of simplify this year and make everything a little more streamlined. But yeah, that is all I got, guys. Like I said, I will probably put in a clip, and yeah, so I'll insert the clip here.
So Charles talked about the 2 Million Mothers campaign. Part of this check is going to be able to fund a big chunk of that. This news is so new that there's not even a check in here.
Where is it here?
So I gave him the letter that goes with a check, and it tells what we're going to fund. We're also going to help fund that biomed engineer repair program that Charles talked about. And we're also going to be able to fund one whole shipment for your disaster relief program.
Oh, thank you
so we are so thankful that y'all do the hard work, and we will be part of it.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
So until next time, guys, remember that the best type of wallet to have is always going to be a wealthy one. Hey.